Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to war number 11, almost done with the season. This war was against number 2 ranked ally SGA-1. They have been playing out of their minds. They almost beat the top rated alliance. So we were at number 11, we got Maestro number 2. So there is the matchmaking system for you, broken as usual. We have gotten so many tough matches this war season, but that I think will make it more sweeter getting masters for us. So this is going to be the first fight on path number 4, and I was assigned just to go against Jessica Jones with Silk, and the nodes here are going to be combat deja vu, prowess, insurance policy, and spiked armor. So the only one I need to worry about was spiked armor. So every time I do try to hit with a critical, she is going to get a resist, and that is going to return some of the damage, but that's still okay. Silk just really doesn't care, and you can always use a little bit of healing to get through the fight. So just build up to an SP3. Lately this is my new favorite rotation. Build up to an SP3, stack all of those physical vulnerabilities, and just go in ham on the opponent, finishing off with an SP1, and there she is down. The only thing with Jessica Jones is you have to make sure that the slows are up and the unstoppable is not the problem. If you have that down, rest becomes quite easy to deal with. Next up we have a Galan, and I am going to go with a Symbiote Supreme. The nodes here are going to be aggression, prowess, insurance policy, and critical setup. So should be a very easy fight with your Symbiote Supreme. Just build up to an SP3, then into SP2s. He can be a little annoying to deal with if you give him like back-to-back SP1s, but the good part with Symbiote Supreme is that he can put all of those staggers, and he's not going to care about all of those buffs, so that works out really well in your favor. Right here I pushed him deliberately to SP2. I was waiting for him to throw that out, but he was being so stingy, like, to throw it, no, doesn't want to, and again try to use a hit, doesn't want to. I'm like, okay, I'll throw my SP2. I wanted to steal the power, but it didn't, but hey, that was enough to take down, so a bit of a dicey moment there. Now moving on, I was assigned path number 1 in section number 2. First fight is going to be against a Maestro, and the nodes are going to be reinvigorated, unblockable, never back down, and indomitable. Pretty straightforward fight. I like facing Maestro in war. It's so much easier to deal with, whereas in battlegrounds he's just a menace, and I hate facing him in battlegrounds. In war I can get to an SP3 very quick, and that just makes the fight super easy and short. Throw your SP3. I am running a mode of synergy, so I have 1 bar of power already when the fight starts, and then I use power start 1, so I'm already at 2 bars of power, so it's super quick to go to 3 bars. So once you have that, you just wait for your SP2 before you run rampant and try to kill off Maestro, but the bleeds are more than enough. Look at those bleeds, 13 bleeds, and ending up with an SP3. That is more than enough to take Maestro out on this path. 17%. The bleeds are still going on, and we had an SP2 ready to throw that out as well to take him out. And then the last fight on the path is Hulk. This is the same node I gave death into the last war, so the nodes here are going to be reinvigorated, unblockable, never back down, and indomitable. So simple fight with Silk, just making sure that I use my slow, especially when he gets 15 furies and is unstoppable, is going to be active, so I have to take care about that. Just using a heavy attack, waiting the SP1 out. I also have auto block, so that also does help me, and I think I'm going into an SP3 rotation here. I'm just waiting for the striker to be filled up, so I think I'm gonna go in here with a heavy attack into an SP3. There we go. So that's 1 fury, and once we get out of this special 3 animation, the Hulk will be passively stunned. That will give us an opening to go medium, light, medium, then medium, medium, and then again into another combo, cancelling with a heavy into a striker, then going back again with a heavy attack. Look at that damage, he's down to 55%. I could have gone in and threw an SP2 as well, but I was under the impression that I would push Hulk 2 and Special 2, which I didn't want to do, so I played a little slowly. And here's an SP2 from him. That's okay, we've got our opening to a heavy attack, and the fight is under control. I don't want to get parried by him, otherwise at this low of a health he will just literally kill me very quick. Got in their SP2, cancelled the out with the striker, 2 furies, and that SP2 was enough to take out Hulk. Quite a tanky champion, especially with those dupes, is a bit scary, but we managed to take him out. Now this last fight is one of the most difficult fights that I have to do in the season, and it has been the most fun one. It's a Serpent on node 38 with the stun immunity and also hazard shift. So I started off with Modo and with an PS1, and my job was not to hit him but to throw my special 3 and just keep hitting him in the block while I gain my power, and then use my SP2s. Now I should be able to get the throw SP2s here, and I know what I was waiting for here. I was worried about the indestructible from the node, so I was trying to bait out his SP1. I got hit with it and I got to push to an SP3. At this point I'm like, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna throw these out anyway. So the whole concept here is to not to hit Sentinel apart from his block, so you can build up those prowesses and keep away from all of those debuffs, and then use your SP3s and your SP2s to do all the damage. But as I was using 200% Mystic and 12% Mystic and I was fully boosted, I just kept being pushed to an SP3, and yeah, with all of that power gain it was a little hard to control. But here I got my opportunity, one SP2, and then I pushed him to myself again to an SP3. So I was kind of like, it was more like when you use Professor X and you use a 200 boost, you just keep getting those SP3s. So yeah, that's what it felt like. Had another SP3 ready and going, so I was like, you know what, let's keep going with this and let's keep doing that damage, and I should be able to bring down Sentinel here. At 1% health he goes indestructible, and now I am I should have waited out the indestructible from him, but then I keep throwing the specials and that pushed him to an SP3, I think, right here. Yeah, there we are. He gets pushed to an SP3, but I have 4 of those armor states active, so I don't need to worry. He will only take maximum of 15% of my health. He can't take more than that, so that gives me a chance to get up and start hitting him again. And I have an SP2 ready. There we go. But at this point he has 3 indestructible charges, so I have to hit and block, remove them before I throw my SP3. I was able to hit him in the block and take him out. So yeah, a little dicey, but I was able to take him out. One of the fun fights of the season. So thank you for joining in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.